Hello and greetings for my panels, Dr. Suhana and also Dr. Nurul Hidayah. My name is Macxlarren Johin and this is my video proposal for my proposal defense. So let's straight away go into it. This is the overview for my video for today, and the title for my proposal is relationship between body fat percentage, strength and endurance among taekwondo athletes in UiTM Shah Alam. So taekwondo is known as originally from Korea, so each words have their own meaning. Te means foot or to step on. Ko means fist or fight, and Do refers to the way or discipline. So overall, Taekwondo mostly focus on foot, on fist, and also the discipline of the one who apply or practice this sport itself. So Taekwondo is mostly famous and also been part of the Olympic, and Taekwondo is the combat sport basically where two athletes fighting against each other inside a ring, and then whoever got the high score will win the round. So, body fat percentage highly influence the athletes that are competing in any Taekwondo tournament, as low body fat athletes are more accountable on performing better during matches. Strength, especially in lower limb, is essential for generating powerful kicks and also for change of direction, explosive movement, which is very crucial part in the competition. And endurance allows athletes to sustain high intensity efforts and also enables them to recover quickly between bouts, reducing fatigue and maintain their performance across multiple rounds. So, problem statement is players whose profiles are relatively tall with low body fat percentage and high fat-free mass are favorable to performance and are usually observed in the best taekwondo athletes. At the same time, studies on Malaysia coaching practice indicates challenge in applying sports science principle due to limited formal education, lack of structured strength and conditioning support, and insufficient use of performance-based data in training design. So there are no clear understanding about this body composition and what it relation with strength and endurance. Thus, it is also limited research about taekwondo athletes, especially among the university athletes. So next one is the research question. Go through one by one, and also the research objective. First one is what are the current body fat, percentage strength, and endurance profiles of taekwondo athletes in your team's alam. So the research objective will be to assess the current body fat percentage, strength, and endurance profile of taekwondo athletes in your team's alam. Next one is the relationship between body fat percentage and endurance. So the objective will be to identify the relationship between body fat percentage and endurance. Next one is there a relationship between body fat percentage and strength? And the objective will be the research objective will be to identify the relationship between body fat percentage and strength. Next is the hypothesis. The null hypothesis: there are no relationship between body fat percentage, strength, and endurance among taekwondo athletes in UiTM Shah Alam. And the alternative hypothesis will be there are relationships between body fat percentage, strength, and endurance among taekwondo athletes in UiTM Shah Alam. So, for my study, the significance of this study is to help coaches create data-driven training programs to enhance performance, and to UiTM Shah Alam itself to improve competitive readiness for the UiTM Shah Alam athletes towards any major competition, upcoming competition. So next will be the delimitation and limitation. Delimitation is currently studying and actively training in UiTM Shah Alam, and we also focus on one type of sport only, which is taekwondo, and athletes or participants must be free from any physical injuries or operation. And limitation will be availability and voluntary of participants. And next one is difference in training experience. And last one is schedule or motivation of the participants. So the operational terms that are used in this proposal is body fat percentage refers to the percentage of body fat measured using the body composition analyzer BIA to determine the athlete's body profile. And muscular strength, defined in the study as the force exerted by the lower limb muscle, assessed using the 1RM test. Endurance, defined as cardiovascular fitness performance, measured using the Harvard Step Test score. And taekwondo athlete, which is a student athlete from UITM Shah Alam who actively participating and registered under the UITM taekwondo program during the data collection period. So, moving on to the literature review. Taekwondo is a high-intensity, intermittent combat sport that combines explosive movements such as kick and strike with short bout of rest and recovery. Research demonstrates that variations in body composition correlate with performance metrics. So, elite Taekwondo athletes tend to have low levels of body fat, moderate to high levels of cardiorespiratory fitness, and high level of fitness overall. Strength, especially lower limb, critical for generating powerful and accurate kicks. And also endurance is required to maintain performance through rounds and recover between high intensity exchange during matches. Next is structure and demands of taekwondo matches. Athletes need to perform repeated high intensity technical movements combined with periods of lower intensity or rest. This requires major energy system for recovery between action. Greater skeletal muscle mass and muscular strength among adolescent taekwondo athletes were associated with superior overall physical fitness. Due to frequent kicking and movement changing, lower limb strength and lean muscle mass influence performance, where lower body fat can enhance the agility of the athletes. And the relationship between body fat percentage strength and endurance is athletes with lower body fat percentage and higher fat-free mass show superior counter-attacking and kick during matches, and lower body fat percentage produce more kicking in the multiple frequency kick test. And reduction of body fat percentage after 8-week training program shows improvement in aerobic and anaerobic performance, and also greater muscular strength, allowing athletes to sustain performance for longer duration. And athletes with lower limb strength demonstrated better dynamic balance and fatigue resistance. So, next is the conceptual framework. So, this is my conceptual framework. And next, we move to the methodology. So for my research design, which is a quantitative and cross-sectional correlational research, population will be UITM Shah Alam Taekwondo athletes aging from 18 to 25 years old. Sample will be, the sampling technique will be purposive sampling, and sample size will be 19 calculated by G power. And instrumentation is bioelectrical impedance analysis, 1RM leg press, Harvard step test, G power software, and statistical software, which is SPSS. Next is the inclusion and exclusion criteria. Inclusion will be UITM Shah Alam, an active athlete and must fill in the consent form. Exclusion will be athletes who are facing injuries and illness and non-compliance or not willing to participate in this testing. So this is my G power, uh, just followed by the previous research, previous study, and instrumentation. So the first is body impedance analysis used to measure body composition. In this study, only the body fat percentage is taken. It provides detailed number of measurement. This method exhibits high reliability. And one repetition or 1RM test. Maximum weight that can be lifted once with the correct technique. And next one is the Harvard step test. A step test is simple physical exercise used to assess cardiorespiratory fitness, specifically estimating an individual's VO2 max or maximal oxygen uptake consumption. Yes. And this is the data collection. First, get ethics approvals from UITM itself, and then moving on to the participant recruitment, and then giving them consent form. And after that, the pre-test preparation briefing will be given, and then to the day of the data collection, we will warm up, and then body fat measurement will be taken. Moving on to the strength, and then endurance measurement, and then after finish doing collection will be cooled down, and then after that will be data analysis, and then interpretation, and lastly will be reporting. So data analysis, we'll be using the SPSS software. And yeah, this is the reference for my proposal. And that's it from me. So thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye bye.